Marlin's English Language Test for Seafarers. Listening section. Directions. You will hear 10 short dialogues related to different situations on board a vessel. For each dialogue, you will be asked a question. Choose the best answer from the 3 options A, B, or C, based on what you hear. You will hear each dialogue only once. Remember, listen carefully to each dialogue. Focus on the key information to answer the questions. Now, let's begin to the listening test.
So, make sure you wear your safety goggles when you do that job. By the way, do you know what the most common cause of eye accidents is?
I would guess welding, sir.
Actually, that's the least common.
Well, in that case, it's probably chemicals getting into the eye.
You're getting warmer. That's number 2 on the list. But the main cause is particles getting into the eyes.
They're really strict here. I wouldn't be surprised if we have about 20 police officers with sniffer dogs on board shortly.
So what is it they're looking for? Drugs?
Yes. Last month they found 250 kilos of drugs on board a vessel from South America.
Was it heroin?
It was mainly cannabis, but they found a small amount of cocaine too.
Captain, I'm sorry, but I don't feel well. I've got a temperature and a sore throat and a cough. Yesterday I was working on the deck in the rain and the wind was freezing. My watch starts in an hour, but I don't think I'll be able to do it because I just can't concentrate. I've just got to lie down.
Okay, you better go to your cabin. Have you got any medicine?
Yes, I've already taken some. Thanks, Captain. Hopefully I'll be okay tomorrow.
Good morning. You're through to Marlin's. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to speak to Andy, please.
I'm sorry, he's in a meeting at the moment. Can I put you through to Chris instead? Or would you like to leave a message?
No, it's okay, thanks. I'll call back later.
So, how many crew members are there on board in total?
14, well, 15 now, including you.
And where are the master and chief officer from?
They're both Norwegians, and most of the ratings are Filipino, but the bosun is Ukrainian.
Oh, it's strange, as he told me he lives in Russia.
Yes, his wife's Russian, so they both live there.
Can I talk with you for a moment?
Sure, what is it?
I'm concerned about the delays we're experiencing with some of our suppliers.
We're doing everything to get back on schedule.
Could you give me an approximate timeline?
A number of deliveries are arriving tomorrow. Unfortunately, at this time of year, there are often problems.
Don't give me that stuff about weather conditions. Our clients are not going to accept that as an excuse.
That's not the issue right now.
I know we have some suppliers in China, but their economy is pretty strong at the moment. What's the problem with our suppliers in California?
Well, they're making cutbacks, which means reduced production. The summer is always problematic.
Have you ever had to give first aid to anyone?
Only once, but it wasn't an injury from using chisels or tools or anything like that. One of my mates was shaving when the ship had a big swell. He lost his balance and he cut his neck quite badly.
Well, what did you do?
I heard him shout and rushed to see what the matter was. He was bleeding quite a lot and then he fainted. So I put a towel on the cut to stop the bleeding and then called for further assistance. We got him to hospital as soon as we docked that evening. He was okay, but he needed several stitches. Well, that's a good job done. What's the next lot?
There are 750 bales of cotton to load. We have to finish before 1300 hours because your ship is moving to another pier. The tug has already been ordered.
I didn't know that. Which pier are we going to?
Oh, not far. It's just on the other side of the river.
Have you noticed a difference in the knowledge of young officers over the last 10 years?
Well, I don't think they come with the same knowledge and professionalism as they used to. Do you think it's because kids are a bit more lazy in sport nowadays? Perhaps they just need a bit of discipline.
No, there are still plenty of bright, young, motivated officers out there.
Maybe it's the standard of training in the Maritim academies. Maybe that needs improving.
Well, I'm not sure you can say that. There are some really excellent academies and instructors out there.
Well, I'm not sure how else you can improve the standard.
Personally, I think the best way is to transfer knowledge from one generation of mariner to the next. Good mentoring, that's the solution as far as I'm concerned.
Right, I'm just off to do a visual inspection.
Oh? I thought you did that yesterday.
Yes, I started doing it and managed to inspect the deck and storage areas, but I didn't get around to the machinery and cargo. So I'll do the cargo now and the machinery tomorrow. You know how strict they are about discharge into the waste stream.